Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. I'm Sailor Solitaire and this is your mid-November 2017 tarot update. This is a general reading, so if you feel like this reading doesn't really resonate with you, or even if it does, please check out your other signs as well: Sun, Moon, Rising, your Venus sign, any sign that you identify with. If you would like a personal reading with me, you can purchase a private personal reading on my website, sailorsolitaire.com, or via Etsy. The links to both of those sites are in the description box below. So without further ado, I want to get started. I do hope that these messages are helpful and insightful for you. If they are, please let me know. Give this video a thumbs up so I know that I'm on the right track, doing a good job. Subscribe if you haven't already subscribed. Alright, let's get right to the reading. Alright, Pisces. My Pisces. Man. I feel like you guys have been very slow and steady lately. Like, yeah, some of you are feeling a bit crazy. Some of you have been feeling like, you know, it's just so busy. Go. But I feel like you guys are getting, you know, some downtime, getting well-deserved rest, which is good. I feel like, you know, it's been, you know, very consistent. It's been, what am I trying to say here? Like, you guys have been working hard, like, consistently. You haven't really been flighty or, you know, inconsistent or unreliable. And I feel like all that is paying off. Okay, so for a lot of you Pisces, it's now, you know, important to take a step back and remember to kind of give yourself enough time for recovery for the next the next day, the next project, the next task. It is getting to that end of the year, and I mean, I don't think that you guys are really you know, super, like, what's the word? Critical of yourselves. I don't think that it's going to be, you know, a time to just think about all your mistakes and all that you've, you know, all that, you know, all that you could have done, all the regrets and whatnot. But I do think that, you know, you have been kind of, I feel like you feel like time has been flying by, and it's almost like you, like, don't even know where it all went. You don't know, you know, where your mind has been. So I feel like it's a good opportunity with the holidays coming up to just kind of just get back to the present moment and kind of find yourself, you know, amidst all the busyness around you. Alright, we do have this Ten of Swords showing up right off the bat. This is giving the overall energies at play for you for the rest of November. So Ten of Swords to me is a card of feeling hurt, feeling betrayed, feeling isolated, feeling like you are all alone. Okay, so maybe I do see some of you Pisces kind of getting lost in, you know, being busy around, you know, in front of other people, and just keeping the overall pace of things quite high, quite busy, in order for you to kind of not have to think or feel what you are going through right now. And I mean, it doesn't have to be so super dramatic, but I do think that there is something pressing you. There's something on your soul, on your heart, and on your mind as well. Although you have been doing a good job at kind of keeping, pushing things down and keeping it off your mind, keeping it off your mind. So, I mean, I can understand now why there has been so much productivity lately coming from you Pisces. I feel like you guys have been just on point, you know, delivering, really having things to show for your work, and showing up every day and just, you know, just killing it. But again, I think deep down, like, you know, in the quiet of your own mind, or even I feel like in your subconscious, like in your dreams, it's a different story. And I do sense some sort of anxiety, some sort of sadness. There's some sort of like overwhelming feeling that, you know, you're making a mistake, or something isn't all that you thought it would be, or, you know, I feel like it's a fear of something. And I feel like it's hard for you guys to talk to anybody about it. I feel like there's no one who you really can communicate or like express yourself to. And I think that you know, even if you do, even if you can confide in somebody and tell somebody about your problems, it's never going to be 100% like how you feel. I feel like you guys are holding back a little bit, and that, you know, because this card is just feeling so lonely, and I feel like you guys either life or somebody has screwed you over, and it's almost like you don't want to face defeat, like you don't want to admit defeat, so you're kind of distracting yourself because you don't want to actually sit down and you know, declare, you know, for some reason, for some of you, I'm getting declaring bankruptcy. So, you know, some of you could be doing that. Maybe you guys have been you know, in a business for a while, or just starting out, but, you know, a business of some sort, a new venture, and it hasn't really been working out for you, and you have a lot of like plans, a lot of things going, you got a lot of busyness, a lot of busy work, a lot of tasks for you to do, and, you know, it's just sort of smoke and mirrors. It's sort of a distraction because, you know, when you actually count the numbers and you know, you actually do the math, it's just not working, and it's hard for you to admit that, okay, it's time to either, you know, cut your losses, move on, or it's time to rehash all the details, or just, you know, go back to the drawing board completely, scrap everything, and then start again. And I definitely feel like there's a common theme for most of you Pisces, where it's like you want to just have a do-over, you want to go back, or you want to just erase things, but I feel like there's a lot of strings attached, and it's hard for you to just cut them off. I feel like you're in a very difficult position here, and that's part of it. You know, that's why you don't want to face it. It's hard for you to actually think about the consequences, and it's almost like I feel so overwhelmed, you know, reading right now. It's for you guys, I feel like deep down, like it's definitely there. It's definitely something. Okay, let's see what the other cards have to say, and we can sort of hopefully provide you with some guidance here. Okay, so the next card is going to represent something for you to be aware of, something that you may be missing. Okay, a missing piece of the puzzle or something. Two of Wands. Okay, so this Two of Wands, you know, you have air energy here. This is very detached, very cold, this card, this Ten of Swords, and it's very isolating, and I feel like you guys are kind of you know, literally out in the cold, or you feel like you're not being nurtured, or not being, you know, you're not fully happy, you're not content. And then this Two of Wands is further indicating that, you know, what's sort of missing from you guys is this fire energy. Wands has to do with fire, with your passion. Okay, so something is missing. Okay, I don't know what happened, but somewhere along the way, it sort of became either like a game, or it became like too much like a business. So I hear you know, partnerships becoming, like romantic partnerships becoming too business-like. Even if this is like a business partnership, it's become way too cold, and I feel like it's almost like your business partner or your partner in whatever project you're doing has sort of become an enemy, and they're not a partner. And I feel like there's a lot of competition, and I feel like it's gotten to a point where it's not a very mutually receptive relationship. It's not very equal. I feel like there's a lot of distance in the relationship right now that's making you feel alone and making your needs unmet. I do also think that for some of you Pisces, what's missing is your focus. Okay, so I feel like some of you Pisces may be feeling a bit melodramatic, like you guys are too into your feelings right now, and I feel like you guys are losing sight of the bigger picture. So I think that while you guys are avoiding thinking about something and you guys are, you know, feeling hurt and not wanting to deal with the consequences, I think that you are forgetting that you do actually have a lot of resources at your disposal. You have a very creative mind. That's a resource right there as well at your disposal. And I feel like you guys are not taking advantage of resources in whatever way that means to you. And I do think that your emotional state is not conducive to rectifying the situation. I do think that what you're running away from it's always gonna be there. And I think that some of you Pisces, I hear settling. Okay, you guys are settling, and I think that for some of you that's okay. For some of you, you want to be, you know, I feel like your kind of shadow self, like your impulses, your instincts are kind of steering you in a different direction, but you don't want to take the chance, you don't want to take any risks. So I think you have to make up your mind one way or another. It's a decision for you to make, like, because you can't keep living like this. You can't, you know, you can't be ungrateful for what you have but choose not to do anything about it. So either you need to make the conscious effort to, you know, turn your life around, or to start again, to begin anew, or on the other hand, you can choose to keep what you have but change your attitude, change how you know, change your relationship with you know, with your current situation, and possibly practice you know, gratitude, and trying to kind of renew the passion, renew the spark that started it all. Because I do think that you guys are again going into your feelings a little bit, and then you guys are feeling really like unhappy. And I mean, I don't want to belittle or trivialize your feelings, but I do think that with you know, kind of it's not even taking your heart out of the equation, it's just kind of reorganizing, you know, or changing your perception, your perspective of the situation, and kind of and thinking more about the bigger picture. Definitely for some of you Pisces, you guys have been feeling like you guys have been a little bit too self-centered, selfish, and really only limiting yourself to what you think, how you think, and you're not taking in the bigger picture. You're not, you know, you don't have that that outlook, and I do think that I'm almost getting like this victim mentality a little bit. I'm picking that up, although I do think that this is something that you're repressing, but it is coming out, and so you want to really be careful that you know, that you're dealing with that, because that is going to color your mood, color, you know, your behavior. And unchecked, that's really going to cause some problems. It's going to keep you feeling down, and it's, you know, it's just going to put you in the frame of mind that will sell yourself short, and you don't want to do that. Okay. General advice, we have the Seven of Cups. So this is water energy. This is your element. And as general advice, I do think that some of you could possibly be needing a vacation, possibly be needing not even, you know, leaving, not even taking time off, but even just with the time that you have, taking it to do something for yourself. I feel like maybe some of you are not taking advantage of your alone time. Like when you're alone, you kind of just want to zombie out and you know, do something like you know, watch TV or do something, just lay there and not think. And I feel like some of you could be more productive with your time, not even, you know, like I have to do something you know, tangible so that other people can see, nothing like that, like nothing like, oh, I should be improving you know, my portfolio or doing this and that. I mean, you could if you want to, but I definitely feel like with the Seven of Cups as general advice, what you need to do is unwind and almost like allow what's going on inside of you to purge, to come out of you in a creative and kind of a semi-conscious way. So it's like you know, you don't have to explicitly talk about what's going on or try to figure out, you know, what's been bothering you, but maybe do something. If you're artistic, then, you know, get some colors out and some canvas, or if you're a writer, you know, start, you know, putting pen to paper. Even if, you know, it's just something as simple as putting on music and singing along or dancing to it, something that really allows you. I feel like some of you really need to purge your emotions and just all the like bad stuff that you've been pushing down that needs to come out and just release itself. And I feel like from there you'll be able to like laser focus, and I think that will really kind of get it all out of your system, and then you won't feel so neglected, you won't feel so sad, you won't have this kind of like you know, self-pity sort of attitude, and I feel like you'll be able to kind of bounce back. Even if you don't see that happening so much, like you guys are like, oh, I'm okay, I'm fine, like I'm busy, I'm productive, I'm killing it, you know, at work, and you know, I'm keeping up and I look great, whatever. I do think that for some of you Pisces, there is some stuff that you've been avoiding, you don't want to deal with, and I think that what's necessary, especially going into the new year, you don't want to take any of that negativity, you know, with you. And I feel like you don't want to miss any opportunities because you know, you couldn't get your mind right, or you couldn't get, you know, just there was just something off that you didn't want to deal with. I feel like it's something as easy as just purging your emotions, getting them all out. If you don't want to talk about it with anybody, or if you feel like it's kind of out of your control and you just need to release some stress and tension, I do think that some sort of creative or semi-conscious, some sort of, you know, light-hearted or something, some sort of activity or form of expression that, you know, really just lets. There's a difference between like being a zombie when you're like watching TV or something, and, you know, just letting your mind kind of do its thing. It's almost like a form of meditation, but it's more, you know, expressive, and it sort of just clears your negative energy away. So whatever that means for you, you guys will definitely get it. Overall, I do think that it's going to be kind of difficult for you guys to focus until you allow yourself to get it out of your system. I do think that overall, you know, you guys are productive. It's not really affecting you so much. You know, I feel like it's kind of, you guys are like really high functioning right now. You're good at kind of keeping a poker face, keeping it all in, and having even the people closest to you, have no idea what you're going through on the inside. But I do think that, you guys are missing out. Like, you have no idea how happy, how free you can feel, once you release, once you get those negative things out of your body, out of your mind, out of your soul and your heart. Okay, I definitely feel like there's something so heavy just weighing you guys down. Just release it. Honestly, you don't have to talk about it if you don't want to, but do something that allows you to get it all out, Pisces, please. Thank you very much for watching, guys. I really do appreciate your time. Thank you so much for sitting through that. I hope the messages were really helpful for you guys. Please let me know what you guys think. And of course, if you would like a personal reading with me, you can purchase a reading, and you can do that on the websites that are going to be in the description box just below the video. So, I can't believe it's December next month. Wow. And it's the end of 2017. I don't know about you guys, but that flew by. I do hope that the upcoming year is going to be filled with nothing but love, learning, and a lot of abundance for you guys. So I'll see you guys in December. Take care. Love you lots. If you want, add me on Twitter at Sailor Solitaire so we can keep in touch in between these videos. Thanks again for watching. Take care.